good morning, how are you? Happy World Tai Chi Day. Waiting for some people to log on so we can do some Tai Chi. So get loosened up a little bit before we start. Hey Shaka, good morning, how are you? Happy World Tai Chi Day. World Tai Chi Day during a quarantine. Hope you guys can see okay. It's a little bit sort of misty out here, but at least it's not raining. So we're gonna do some little short workshop and stuff. I had some requests, and after mine I'll turn you over to Jackie and then to Justin. He can lead you guys through some exercise and so on. But I wanted to also note that I have been doing World Tai Chi Day since the beginning of World Tai Chi Day. We did the very first one, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago. So this one kind of snuck up on me because of everything going on, but I decided, hey, let's do it. Can't let this affect our World Tai Chi Day celebration. So we're gonna do some warm up and stretch together. And then I had a special request to demonstrate the 18 form in its entirety, which I'm gonna try to do in this space. But let's start off with some warm up and stretch. Get loose. Take a bow. Respect. All right. Let's start off by take a deep breath. Put your feet about shoulder width. Back nice and straight. Bend your knees a little bit and go 1, 2. Let's get loosened up. Wrist rotation. Matthew Lee, Wanda, hey, good to see you. Happy World Tai Chi Day. Reverse. Tracy, how are you? All right. It's a little bit dreary out here this morning, but you guys just made it brighter. Thank you for joining. Let's get loose. This way. This way. This way. This way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, how about the neck? And Matthew, I want to thank you for that very generous gift the other day. It's very nice of you, but it's also just nice to see you on the program when I'm doing these things. So let's get our neck loose. And reverse. And let's stretch one side nice and easy. Give it a light stretch. And the other side. And the shoulders. Reverse. And the wrist. Go in a circle. Go the other way. Hands on the hips, bring it around town. Reverse. Get loose with it. And the knees. And reverse. And the ankles. Reverse. And switch up. Reverse. Stretch your leg out this way and go in a little circle. Reverse. This side. Go in a little circle. And reverse. All right, feet together. Bend your knees a little bit. Down. Stretch back. Bend down. Stretch. And bend. And stretch it out. Go in a little circle. Go the other way. All right. Stretch your left leg towards me. And take your right arm. Go in a circle. Go the other way. And switch up. Now the right leg, left arm. And the other way. All right. stretch up, go in a circle. And the other way. All right, shake it out. Everybody loose? Council's here. Hey, Council. How you doing? All right. Well, you can't really have World Tai Chi Day without cloud hands, yeah? So let's do some cloud hands together. Follow me like a mirror. So step out this side. So we'd be in a left bow stance. You can follow me just like a mirror. Turn your hips to the left and you got your weight on the left. Back nice and straight. Bend your knees slightly. Now shift weight and then turn the waist. Shift weight and then turn the waist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move parallel with the ground. Waving. Scooping. Shifting, turning. Try the left hand. Shifting, turning. Scoop, wave. Scooping, wave. All the while, use your legs to shift weight. Use your waist to turn weight. Turn side to side. Okay, here we go. 2 hands. Same idea. Shifting, turning. Shifting, turning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift, turn, shift, turn. Okay, let's go side to side. You ready? Follow me with some footwork. 1, 2. Bring the left foot to your right. Shift weight to the left. Step out, turn. Shift weight, turn and step. Shift weight, step and turn. 1, 2. Now, we'll go the other way. Shift weight, turn and step. Shift weight, step and turn. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's go back again. Feet together. Cloud hands. We'll go back to the left again, but this time let's do cross behind step. Cross the right foot behind the left. Shift weight, step and turn to your right. Shift weight, turn and cross behind. Shift weight, step and turn. 1, 2, shift weight, step. Okay, let's go to the right. Shift weight, turn and step. Shift weight, step and turn. 1, 2, 3. Shift, turn, shift, turn. Okay. 1. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the other way. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, one more time. Go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Finish. Relax. Yunso, cloud hands. Harman, good morning. Happy World Taiji Day. How are you? Enjoy the river. That river nice, huh? All right. Let's continue with some Taiji. We'll do the first section, okay, of the Chen family form. Hope you guys can see me okay there. I think, see my feet there? All right. Let's go together. You can follow me just like a mirror. Relax. One, 2, settle. 1, 2, relax. That is the opening move. Let's go again. Rinse and repeat. Now comes Buddha warrior attendant pounds the pestle. Separate the hand. Empty stance. Pound the pestle. Hey, good job. Try that again. Lazy tying coat, turn. Shift weight to the right. turn. Shift weight to the left. Step to the right, just a little step, cross the hand. Shift weight to the right, turn to the right, and relax, weight on the right. Oh, you can't see my hand, can you? I'll come back here a little bit. On the right bow stance, that is lazy tying coat. Let's go one more time. I'll move back here a little bit so you can see me. Okay, come again. Relax. Lazy tying coat. Okay, next one. Liu Fong Si Bi. Left hand join the right. Downward roll back. Up, tiptoe, empty stance. You see the tiptoe there? All right, very good. Come again. Feet shoulder width. Settle. And go. Tiptoe, relax. Pound the pestle. 1, 2. Next one, lazy tying coat. Take a little step to your right and cross the hand. Shift weight, turn, and relax. Weight on the right. Liu Fong Si Bi. Downward roll back. Bring the foot in for an empty stance and press down. 1, 2. Stretch that right hook hand out. Come over here where you can see me. Stretch the left foot back out where it was. Shift weight. Shift weight. Shift weight. Turn. And relax. Weight on the left. Very good. 1, 2, back to the center. That was the first section. So, I'm gonna try, hey Rachel, Amanda, how are you? I'm gonna try to recruit Michaeline here to shoot me doing the 18 form as a special request. So, let me see if I can turn this around and can shoot me?
Sure.
All right. The Chen Family 18 Essence form. Happy World Tai Chi Day. Tune in to the Wulin page. Right after this, look out for Jackie. She's coming right up. And then after that, Justin's going to do some Qigong. So I hope you all have a blessed Tai Chi Day, and I hope everybody's safe. Take care.
Hello and welcome. It's World Tai Chi Day 2020 and a lot of us are still locked down in quarantine. So, I'm glad you joined us. You should have just come from Shifu Shan, and he did some Chen style if you were with him. Hope you enjoyed that. Welcome to the Yang style. We wanted to give you a chance to see something a little different. Wulin Institute does tend to teach both styles at our school, so we wanted you to see them both. The Yang style is derived from the Chen style, so it tends to have many similarities. At the same time, it's also well known for its stylistic differences. One of the ones it's most well known for is that it tends to be done at a slow, even pace and a slow, even breath. Very smooth. Once the form is started, it doesn't stop till you reach the end. It's also known for having relatively large movements. I'm going to do two forms for you today. We're going to do the Beijing Standardized 24. This is also known as the Yang Simplified 24. This form was developed in 1956 by the Beijing Sports Authority. At the time, they were looking for a choreographed routine that they could teach to the masses of people. Easy to learn, easy to work with. It tends to run anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes. I will then do a section of the Yang Traditional 28 form. This is the form that was taught to my teacher, Lenny Elbin, by Sifu Master Go. Master Anthony Go created this form from the same form that the Yang 24 was created from. At least that's what I was told. That form in full tends to run between 15 and 17 minutes, which is why I'll only be doing a very small piece of it. What I'd like to do is I want to start with a little bit of a warm-up, then we'll go through the 24 form. That form, I will be doing a mirror image, which I'll remind you of before we do it, so you should be able to follow along with us. Then I'll do the short section of the 88. It will also be in mirror image, so hopefully you'll be able to follow along perhaps with that. We'll see what happens. And I hope you're enjoying the morning. So let's go ahead and we'll get started with a light warm-up. So we're going to lace the fingers and rotate the ankle. And reverse it. And we're going to switch feet. We're still rotating that foot. And reverse it. Next we're going to do our knees. So little circles with the knees. And reverse it. Spine. So lower spine. We want to keep our upper body in one place. We're going to rotate underneath it. And reverse the circle. You want to keep your knees nice and relaxed and loose. Piece known as monk the beginning part of doing what's also known as silk reeling, which I'm pretty sure Sher Fushan probably did a bit of. So we want our feet a little wider than shoulder width. We're just going to bend the elbows so they're 90 degrees. We're going to shift the weight to our right and turn. Shift, 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 turn. As we're shifting and turning, you want to keep your toes facing straight ahead and your knees facing straight ahead. So we're turning from the hip and shifting the weight forward and back. So now we're going to reverse it. Our weight's on the right, we're facing left. We're going to shift to the left and then turn to the right. And shift. And turn. Shift. Turn. Shift. Turn. Keep those knees nice and relaxed. You'll notice my body is doing the turning, not my head. Good. So, let's do the upper spine. This means we're going to keep the lower body in one place. We're going to rotate over. Don't lock your knees. And we're going to reverse that circle. Rotate them as far forward as yours will go. So you're really going to stretch out your upper back. Now we're going to reverse it. And we're going to, as far backward as you can. You want to squeeze those shoulder blades together. All right, now we're ready for the neck. So we're going to turn to our left. Tip the head down. Notice I'm keeping my shoulders square. And I look at the ground. And I'm we're just gently stretching our neck. We're going to look to our left, just about halfway. Tip the chin and look down. Tip my chin and look down. Head up. And then I look straight forward, tip my chin and look down. Before we get into doing any of the form, I'd like to go over a basic principle of Taiji. And this is the shifting of weight from one leg to the other. To do this, we're going to do a walk where we walk sideways. So, I'm going to move over here and back a little so you can see my feet. You start out, I'm facing you. My toes are facing you, my knees, my hips, my shoulders. And I'm going to relax my knees, keep them nice and loose. My weight is all on my right foot. See? All on my right foot. I'm going to take my left foot and I'm just going to put it to the side. Now there's no weight in that foot. I'm going to put the foot on the ground and then I'm going to shift all of my weight. So now all of my weight is in my left foot. I'm going to pick up my right foot and bring it in. When I put it down, after it's all the way on the floor, I'm going to shift my weight back to my right foot. And I put my foot out, put it down, and shift. And bring my foot in. And shift. And foot out. And shift. Foot in and shift, out, shift, in, shift, out, shift, foot in, shift, notice that when I put my foot out, my body doesn't move. All that moves is from my hip to my toes. I put it down, same thing. I dropped my knee a little bit, just to drop my heel on the ground. Then I shift my weight. All my weight is over here. Pick the foot up and bring it in. Basic principles of Taiji is controlling your weight, how it shifts from one leg to the other, where it moves about in your body. The point to this walk is to get you to understand what it feels like when you're shifting your weight from one side to the other. What does it feel like if you can put a leg out with no weight in it, completely empty? And then slowly put your weight in from one leg to the other. I sometimes think of it as pouring sand from one to another. So, having a rough understanding, perhaps, at least intellectually, of what that principle is. See if you can see it while we do the form. As I said, we're going to start with the 24 form. 24 form, developed to teach people how to do Taiji. It's an easy form to learn. It's easy on the body. It's a great beginner form, good place to start. So, we start out, we're facing front. And relax. You're going to relax the knees and relax the back. And weights in our right leg. We're going to pick up our left foot and put it down to the side. And this is opening. Arms up. foot in, shoulder width. Press down. Bring my left foot in. And close. So, did you notice how many times we shifted our weight? Forward and backward, or left to right, right to left. It's very important in the Taiji when you do this. It's very important that you do it that you control it while you do it. So when I put my foot out, I don't necessarily put my weight into it right away. The next piece I wanted to do from you is just a short section of the 88. Now, some of you may know the 88, so see if you can figure out where I got this. The one clue I will give you, it's in the second section. This is just to give those of you that aren't familiar a taste of what the longer form looks like without seeing the whole longer form. And we'll begin. I have an opening, but I'm actually going to go into white crane closed wings. Do a brush knee. I'm going to pick up the needle at the bottom of the seam. Step. And do a fan through back. Punch. Weight forward. It's actually a back fist of the sole. Single whip. And loud hands again. enjoyed what we did this morning. I do a session every Tuesday, Thursday mornings at 11, right here on the Wulin Facebook page. and currently we've been going over sections of the 24. You're welcome to join us. If you have comments or questions, you can put them in the comments below. I do check them, be happy to answer them. You can find our videos on the Wulin Facebook page under videos. We also post them up on our Wulin Institute YouTube channel. So check them out. You might find something you find interesting. Now, to continue our World Tai Chi Day, I'd encourage you to go join Justin Landers over on his page. He's going to start at 11. You can do a Facebook search for T. Justin Landers. That'd be T space Justin space Landers. He should pop to the top as an acupuncturist at Richland Retreat. His profile pic has his face with a little green parakeet stuck in the top of his shirt. Shouldn't be hard to see. Till the next time, enjoy it. Let's go join Justin.
Hi, and welcome to World Tai Chi Day, everyone. Thank you to all my friends over at Wulin, who I am doing this in conjunction with. So we're talking about Shifu and Jackie, both who have had their demos. Excuse me. And now it's time to talk a little bit about some Qigong and why, and what its relationship to Tai Chi is, what it is, and why it's important. So let's start off by simply stating that when you practice Tai Chi, you work on breath control, deep, calm breaths that are performed synchronized with your Tai Chi movements. And anytime you're doing that, you're also doing Qigong. So Tai Chi is a kind of Qigong, and Qigong, but not all Qigong is Tai Chi. So there's Qigong practice out there that is its own thing, and there's Tai Chi, but all Tai Chi, when practiced correctly with your breath, is a form of Qigong. So now that we have that kind of defined and understood, then we should ask, why is your breathing so important when it comes to things like Qigong? And what I'd like to talk about very briefly is to answer that question. Why is breathing so important? And one of the most simplistic answers to that is simply that when you're meditating, whether you're doing Tai Chi for meditation form or doing Qigong and meditating, any other kind of meditation, you're really trying to enter kind of an altered state. You're trying to kind of calm your mind down, get your brain waves to become much more rhythmic and even, and go from that real active state into that kind of calm state of mind. And no matter what you're doing, you're breathing. You're breathing when you're awake, you're breathing when you're asleep. So all levels of conscious and unconscious activity are also done with breath, which means that breathing is that bridge between all levels of consciousness. And so because of that, when you regulate your breathing, you can also regulate your mind. They go together. They're inseparable. Your mind will go where your breathing takes you. And that is why breath is so very important in activities like Qigong, meditation, Tai Chi. The other answer to that question, and there are actually several, but we're just going to talk about these main two. The other answer to that question, why is breathing so very important, is that it has an emotional connection. So when you're happy, you tend to laugh. Laughter is actually a breathing pattern. So if I were to tell a joke and you go, ah, ha, 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 and you have a nice laugh at it, what's happening there is you're taking a quick inhale and a ha, 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 long exhale. Quick inhale, long exhale. And so you're actually changing your breathing pattern based on your emotion. If you're sad and you're crying, it's actually the opposite breath pattern from laughter. So you take that long, deep, shuddering inhale, and then you cry. You get your air out very quickly. And then long, deep inhale, cry, bawling. And it's absolutely the opposite breath pattern from laughter. When you're upset, angry, it's rapid, shallow breathing. When you're startled, somebody jumps out and goes, boo, and you have a breath reaction to that from that emotion, you actually stop breathing. You hold your breath. You go, and for just that split second, no breathing. So throughout any kind of emotional response, you actually are altering your breathing pattern unconsciously. You don't even realize you're doing it, but every emotion you have comes with its own breath pattern. So when you learn to regulate your breathing, you are also learning to regulate your emotions. So not only are we regulating our consciousness, our level of mental activity, we're also regulating our emotional state through controlling our breath. So we get that mind, emotional connection, and we're also regulating our physical state. I'll get into that later. That's sciencey. Lots of biochemistry stuff about pH and the body and all that, and we'll talk about that another day. But just suffice to say that you're also creating a healthy physical state, so you get mind, body, emotion all brought into a more healthy state through regulating your breathing. So we want to now talk about what kind of breathing is ideal in order to regulate your mind, your emotions, and your body. And that breath pattern is going to be, there's 5 things we're looking for in that breathing pattern. We're looking for calm, deep, slender, and I'll talk about that in a moment, continuous, and uniform. Actually, I'll talk about all 5 of them before we start to practice. So calm just means that you're not rapid, shallow breathing. You're not you're not engaging in breathing into an emotional state. You're just kind of calmly taking your breaths. Deep means that we're actually going to use our abdomen to help us breathe. For those of you who don't know what that means, what it means is that as I take a breath in, I'm going to let my belly pooch out. So it's almost as if my belly and my lungs are working together, so I'm relaxing. And the belly expands, and then as I tighten my core and I kind of firm everything up down there, and that pushes the air out of my body in an exhale. And then I relax and inhale. I tighten my core and exhale. Okay, so it's calm, that's deep. Slender, what does that mean? When we talk about...
The adjective deep is usually defined as extending far down from the top or...
Stop. Apparently my Alexa decided to start talking in the middle of this. I have turned her off. Anyway, sorry about that. So calm, deep, slender. Let's talk about slender. When we talk about slender, we're talking about regulating the speed of our breath. It's hard to just use the muscles of your abdomen to regulate the speed of your breath, so we're going to use our throat to actually kind of help us. If you've ever done yoga before and ever practiced fire breathing or ujjayi breathing, then you'll know what I'm talking about, using the throat to help regulate the speed of your breathing. In fire breathing, you're only regulating your breath on the exhale, and you get this kind of sound, this sound. And it's almost like you're trying to fog up a window. And the reason we instinctively do that when we're trying to fog up a window is because we're regulating the speed of our breath. We want more condensation to come out of our body onto that window, so we slow our breathing down using our throat. And interestingly enough, we can actually do that same regulation of our breath with our throat on the inhale as well as the exhale. So you can take your throat and you can So you're fogging a window both on the inhale and on the exhale. And that you're just very gently tightening your throat muscles, and that creates a slender breath. And so that's why the Chinese, when they talk about the regulating of your breath, you want calm, deep, and then they use the adjective slender to describe your breathing as number 3. And then continuous and uniform. Let's talk about those last two real quickly. So continuous just means we're not going to pause while we're breathing. Most often when we're doing Qigong, we're coordinating our movements with our breath. And I want to repeat that. We're not going to change the speed of our breathing. We want our breathing to be calm and deep for us. My calm, deep breath is going to be different than your calm, deep breath, and that's fine. So we want our breathing to be calm and deep for us, and we're not going to change the speed of our breathing to match the speed of our hand movements ever. We're always going to match our hand movements, our arm movements, our body movements to what is calm and deep for us at that time. And so we're going to regulate our body to match our breathing as we do Qigong. But we don't want to pause, because if we pause our breathing, then we're going to pause our body movements. And Qigong, we don't do that. It's always one continuous motion. So we need to make sure that our breath is always one continuous breath as well. So yeah, there may be a micro pause as you inhale, and a little bitty tiny micro pause, and then go into an exhale, and then maybe a little bit of a micro pause before you go into an inhale, and that's fine. We just don't want a noticeable inhale and then breathe out. We don't want to hold our breath at any time during Qigong practice, and that's that continuousness. And aside from allowing us to have continuous motion, if we're having continuous breath, it also keeps us away from the mentality of being startled, where I said that one of the things that happens when you're startled is you hold your breath. So if we start holding our breath, our mental processes, our mind, we can't regulate it anymore. It goes to the same place it goes to when you're startled, which is everywhere around you, paying attention to all the input and everything to make sure there's no danger. And so it's really hard to stay focused if you're holding your breath, and that's why. It's because you're now breathing into that emotion of being startled. So continuous breath. So calm, deep, slender, continuous, and then the last one is uniform. And all we're doing for uniformity of breath is we're going to try and make our inhale and our exhale as close to the same length as possible. Now, you won't necessarily be counting. You won't necessarily have a timer or any kind of ability to tell. You're just going to do the best you can and avoid making a noticeably different inhale versus exhale. Because, as I said at the beginning of this, when your inhale is longer than your exhale, that's the breathing pattern of crying, of sadness. When your exhale becomes real long, that's the breathing pattern of happiness. Your energy goes up to your head when you laugh a lot. Your face turns real red. That's because your energy is all up here. And when you're sad and crying, all your energy goes down. And we want to regulate our energy along with our breathing, and so we want to make our breath as even as possible. So calm, deep, slender, continuous, and uniform. Those are the 5 qualities of breath that we're striving for when we do Tai Chi, when we do Qigong. So we're going to work on those 5 qualities of breath with some super simple Qigong exercises here for a few minutes. I'm going to just real quick check the time and see. Oh, we're perfect. We've got about 10 minutes worth of breathing exercises to do together. And then I'll post this on my channel. I want to say a quick thanks again to Wulin for inviting me to join them in on their World Tai Chi Day activities. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, so I'm going to step back here where you can see my arms. I'm going to stand with my feet at about shoulder distance apart. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to tuck my tailbone. I'm going to lift the bottom of my sternum so that I have nice, good, straight posture. And I'm going to really kind of stretch tall as if I'm trying to, as if my best friend's here and I'm like, I'm taller than you are. And playing that game that you played as a kid. So nice and stretched out through the spine while keeping my lower half still soft and knees bent. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in. My palms are going to face up. I'm going to breathe in. Palms come up to about chest level. Then I'm going to breathe out, and I'm going to push outwards with my fingertips first. And then at the very end, I'll let the butt of the heel of my palm kind of settle down. Then it's like I'm gathering something to me. It's like I'm playing poker and I'm grabbing all the chips on the poker table towards me. I'm inhaling, coming together here in front. Then I'm exhaling, palms face the ground, and I settle down. So then inhaling again, palms come up. Now I'm going to try and breathe at a relatively average pace for most people. I can do this Qigong much slower if I'm nice and relaxed and soft. But I'm actually going to try and breathe at a pace that's a little more comfortable for you guys to follow along with. So here we go. Breathing in and begin. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Continue at your own pace. Just remember that as you breathe out, your arms go out. As you breathe in, your arms come in. As you breathe out, your arms go down. As you breathe in, your arms come up. Everybody relax. So now I want to talk about the last little bit here to help you regulate your movements and make sure that your movements are matching your breathing and not the other way around. And make sure that as you do your Qigong, you're not having, or as you're doing your Tai Chi and your Qigong, you're not having this problem where all of a sudden, for example, if I'm breathing in and I'm coming up like this and my lungs are full here and I haven't finished bringing my hands up, I'm actually moving my hands too slowly for my breath. So what's happening is my breath is going normally for me, which is calm, deep, slender, continuous, and uniform. And that's the normal speed for me. But I get to here and I'm full. That means I'm not actually moving my hands fast enough. If I speed my hands up, then I get to here and I can turn to the exhale at the proper time. Conversely, it's possible to be breathing in, get your hands up to here, and still be breathing in, and then turn to do your breathing out. And so I breathe in, and then I'm breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, and then go to breathe out. And what's happening there is I'm actually moving my hands too quickly for my breath. So the breath is the leader every time, and your hands are the follower every time. So if you find that they're not synchronized, what you alter is the speed of your hands, not the speed of your breathing. Your breathing should always be what is calm and deep and comfortable for you at that time. Now, I always use the qualifier at that time because if you're doing Tai Chi, you're going to be in a stance. Your legs are going to be working. And that's going to increase your body's demand for oxygen. So you'll be able to breathe relaxed, but it'll be faster than if you're just standing still and relaxing. So what's calm and deep for you at that time is the guide. So let's go ahead and finish off our class with another 5 minutes of just doing that calm, deep, slender, continuous, and uniform breathing, and the same Qigong that we were doing. This Qigong, by the way, it strengthens the lungs, so it's an excellent Qigong to do in this time of the pandemic. So it's really nice to have this in your arsenal as something that you can practice to develop strength in your lungs to protect you against catching COVID-19. So we're going to start breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, breathe at your own pace. In. Changing to an out as your arms reach out. Breathing in as your arms come in. All right. Thank you guys for joining in. Wonderful to see you again, Greta. All right. I just want to take the last couple of minutes of this to talk about one last thing when you do your breathing work and how to help regulate that speed of your breathing. To breathe calmly, to breathe deeply, one thing has to happen in your body. Your body has to be relaxed. If you are tense in your body in any place, just like I said, when you're practicing Tai Chi, you're in a stance. There's actually a higher demand for oxygen. So your breath is going to speed up a little bit compared to if you're just standing there doing Qigong. When it comes to tension in your body, that's going to dramatically increase your body's demand for oxygen also. And so you'll find that you're breathing faster and faster and faster, and you're unable to relax. And it becomes this nice vicious circle of inability to relax, which leads to tension, which leads to an inability to relax, which leads to tension. So one of the things you have to do is you have to consciously remind yourself every time you think about it to let go of the muscles in your body, to keep your knees bent, to keep your tailbone tucked, to keep your shoulders pulled down. And so when I'm bringing my hands up to my chest, you can see my elbows are lower than my hand, and that keeps my shoulders in a down position. And then when I push out, my elbows stay almost in the same spot, actually. I'm just really moving my forearms so my shoulders, again, can stay relaxed. Then as I'm grabbing all those poker chips and dragging them towards me, my elbows stay in this down position. And then I drop my arms. So almost the whole time I'm doing this breathing exercise, my elbows aren't really doing a lot of movement. And it's keeping my shoulders down, it's keeping my neck and shoulders relaxed, and it's keeping me with the ability to regulate my breath and keep it calm and deep. So your breathing exercises require that relaxation in the body in order for you to accomplish that. So there you guys have it. That's my quick talk on breath and Tai Chi, breath and Qigong. Thank you for signing in and joining in. I'm going to go ahead and post this on my page. Thanks once again to everybody over at Wulin. Once the lockdown is lifted, I hope to see you guys again soon. And everybody else, have a wonderful rest of the day. And don't forget to breathe.